Should I get an associate? This is a common question that lots of doctors ask as they're looking to grow and scale their businesses. But one of the resistances is typically, I don't have enough patients to have an associate. Inside of this video, I'm going to share with you the power of having associates, as well as how you can actually make it work today. I'm Dr. Anissa Holmes, the founder of Delivering Well Education, where inside of this channel, we help you grow your practice faster. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of future episodes. So a common question that I have from so many doctors is, Anissa, is it time for me to have an associate? I've been thinking about it, but I'm not quite sure if I have enough patients. Now, before we get into solving that problem, I want you to really think about the dentistry that you're doing. The question that I typically ask is, what is it that you really love to do? What is it that you are really good at? Oftentimes doctors will say, well, I really want to do more complex cosmetic cases, or I really love doing ortho. I really want to do more sleep. And so before we start thinking about an associate, I want you to really think about how can you create your ideal day, your ideal practice. What is it that you want to do more of? Because oftentimes what's really interesting is that the things that you don't want to do, you're probably not doing much of them anyway. And so if you take those procedures that you're not doing anyway because you either don't love to do them or honestly you're not that great at, and you decide to bring an associate, you actually have the patients already in your practice to be able to treat them. And so for me, inside of my practice, I actually thought about what is it that I love to do? What is it that I was really good at? And I actually absolutely love doing really hard reconstruction cases, but I really did not love doing dentures, and I wasn't that great at endo. And so as I started bringing in my first associate, I actually brought in an associate who was really strong in endo. She was also willing to do things that I had no desire to learn how to do, such as clear aligners. And so investing in her, bringing her in, she had an opportunity to create a blue ocean. There was no competition for clear aligners. She could do all of the endo. What's really interesting is that she actually also had a desire to see more kids and do more pediatric dentistry. And so it allowed us to be able to expand in our marketing and to really get out there and serve more people, in this particular case, more kids inside of our practice. And as we continue to hire additional associates, again, not thinking, well, do we have the patients for that? I thought about gaps in our practice. I thought, well, I really want to be able to help more patients who have sleep disorders, to be able to create a sleep center. Again, knowing that this is something that I did not want to focus my time, my energy, my effort on, but it would be something that could help the practice. And so as we brought in a next associate, we actually knew from the very beginning, and so she could come in and create that blue ocean opportunity for herself. And so what's really interesting is as I brought in an associate, I actually was able to focus more on the things that I absolutely love to do. I no longer had to do procedures I didn't love. I was able to have my associate also come in and do fillings and other procedures, and that really gave me the ability to be able to focus more on the cosmetic cases. And even though I cut a day clinically out of my practice schedule every single year, my production, interestingly, actually elevated or stayed the same. And because we had additional income coming in from other doctors for services that we weren't doing before, or we were actually referring out, now the business and myself as a business owner had additional revenue and income as well. So a common fear that I hear from doctors is, if I bring in an associate or another doctor, will my patients want to see that other doctor? They're used to seeing me for so many years. And so I will share with you, I absolutely understand your feelings there, but what actually happens is that when you bring in another doctor and you introduce them as an expert, someone who's really good at, in my case, I would say, this doctor's really good at dentures, I'm okay at dentures, you want to see them, now the patient will take your word, they trust you, they'll see that doctor, and again, now you can now focus on the procedures that you absolutely love to do and you're really good at. The other thing that happens is that as you have patients coming in, through your hygiene department. All the new patients that need these specific services, they will now be routed directly to that new doctor. And so what's really interesting is over time, a lot of your patients that come in, they're actually not even going to know that you're there. Sorry about that, but that's how it goes. Because the truth is that everybody in the practice, even the doctor, is actually replaceable once you have great doctors who are taking care of patients, making them feel special, listening to them, and doing great dentistry. And so if you're thinking about having an associate and you're not quite sure how to navigate it, reach out, let's have a chat, and let's see if now is absolutely or actually the right time. I'm Dr. Anissa Holmes, the founder of Delivering Well Education. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be notified of future episodes, and I'll see you next time.